YouTube, what is up? It is the anonymous sneakerhead, the most mysterious sneaker YouTuber in the game, back with another video for you guys today, man. And in today's video, you guys read the title, you saw the thumbnail, you saw the intro, you know what it is, man. I have a cool pair of sneakers here to unbox, or not really unbox, I guess they're already unboxed, I already looked at them, but I got a pair of kicks here to show you guys today, man. But before we get into it, if you are new here, make sure that you go ahead and hit that subscribe button, join the anonymous sneakerhead family, join the channel. Also, if you want to support the channel, all I ask is that you take the 2 seconds to go ahead and smash that like button. It really helps with the algorithm, helps bring more people to the channel, all of that stuff. And then last but not least, take the time to follow the Instagram at anonymous sneakerhead. You get a lot of things up there first: poll, stories, questions, kicks of the day, all of that stuff. Now, without further ado, let's get into it. So this pair of shoes actually did, when did these come out? They might have came out last Monday, I believe. I think they came out last Monday, whatever day that is. I want to say it was the 9th or the 7th, something like that. Came out last Monday. Anyways, they came in on Sunday. They did get delivered on Sunday. I was out of town. Got home late last night, so I'm going to review them for you guys today. And you guys can see right here, just off rip, the box is actually pretty interesting. I don't know if the camera is picking it up, but it just looks like an all-white box. It's basically a Jordan 1 box, and it has a white box with the white Nike and the check on top of it, Jordan 1 style, which is really, really cool, especially for an Air Force 1. You know what I'm saying? You're used to seeing the gray or the silver Air Force 1 box, and then the black box, which is actually the box that we got for the coffees, which I may talk about a little bit later. But here we have the Air Force 1 07 Premium EMB. I'm not sure what EMB stands for. Let me know if you guys know what that means down below in the comments. And the official colorway here, this is interesting. The official colorway here is coconut milk and white. And coconut milk honestly is the perfect, it's weird because it's a popcorn shoe, but when you see it, coconut milk has to be the perfect description for this color. So good job, Nike. And without further ado, here it is, the Air Force 1 popcorn. All right, YouTube, you guys can see it right here, the Nike Air Force 1 popcorn. If you guys have been around, man, I have been talking about these for a while, maybe since last year. These coupled with this pair right here are two shoes that I have been very excited for. You know what I'm saying? This pair right here, they actually did release overseas a while ago, so I was able to pick up my pair. They have not had their US release yet of the coffees. And also, overseas, these popcorns did release as well, I believe back in January, late January, early February. These also released overseas, and we finally got our US colorway. The only reason why I didn't go ahead and try to get them early like I did with the coffees is the early like resale, I guess, price on them was crazy, like upwards of $300. Obviously, since they've released in the US now, that price has probably dropped a bunch. I haven't checked. I'm not planning on selling these at all, but these are super, super clean to me, man. So I love storytelling in sneakers. I love Air Force 1s. You guys know I'm trying to build my Air Force 1 collection. Speaking of Air Force 1 collection, shout out to Mr. Entertainment. I talked to him on Instagram. He was one person that I talked to pretty much in depth about this shoe. Him and I were two. He's probably the only person I know who was probably as excited for this shoe as I was. I also know that the Insole also did pick up a pair of these as well, man. But yo, these are super, super clean in person. First of all, the obvious, let's just go over the obvious details, man. It's a lot of details in the shoe, but this shoe is obviously made to represent popcorn. Now, just going and starting off with the box, we get the white box, all white box, which is cool. But then when you do take the top off, you get this like red striped paper, which is kind of like your traditional popcorn like box that you get or bag when you go to the movie theater, which is super dope. And then we get that same pattern continued on the actual shoe up on the tongue. You guys can see it right there. And then we get like a popcorn font on the heel where it says Nike, which is a pretty cool font. Once again, just to compare it to the coffees right here, we also get a different font on the coffees as well. Not the same one as this one, obviously, but it's different than what we get regular, which is pretty cool. So I'm liking what they're doing with these pairs. so far. More details about the shoe. Obviously, the coconut milk upper, really dope. The perfect color to give you that vibe of just buttered popcorn, you know what I'm saying? And we also have it on the outsole. Yes, I did put these on for the on foot already, so they are probably a little bit worn. And we have the white Nike swoosh as well with the white midsole, coconut milk air on that midsole. And now let's get into the best details of the shoe. Really four big details that I want to go over that really put this shoe together. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to start with the obvious one, and that is the popcorn hang tag right there. Let me see if I can get like a good look of it in the camera. There we go, that popcorn hang tag. Mr. Entertainment and I were talking about this on Instagram, and I'm so happy that because we knew about this. Like I talked about this in Sneaker Talk a while ago. This shoe was actually in production in August, which is probably good news for these because production dates on these was September, but these were in production since August, so that means those coffees could potentially come out next month. But Mr. Entertainment and I were talking about those pictures of these did leak a while ago, and the pictures of the popcorn leaked a while ago. And one thing that Mr. Entertainment and I were talking about, I remember talking about, was like, yo, I hope, because if you look on the sneakers app and if you look from all the posts that Nike was making and all these other sneaker sites were making, nobody was talking about really the gold popcorn that was hanging off. And one thing that I said to Mr. Entertainment, I was like, yo, I hope they keep quiet about that gold popcorn. I hope people don't really know that it's there. I hope as many people could sleep on it as possible, because if they really hyped this up, these would have been much harder to get. They would have sold for a lot more. But this is a really cool detail, man. The Nike, or so I don't know why I called it Nike, but the gold popcorn hang tag, man. Now, you guys know me. Usually, I'd say 99.999% of the time, I don't wear the hang tags that come with my sneakers on there. None of my Air Maxes, like the Air Max 90s that came out with them, none of my Jordan 3s, none of my Jordan 4s do I wear the hang tag with. I don't wear the hang tag with my Pinnacle 9s. The only shoe in my entire collection that I wore the hang tag on it with is the Patrick Ewing 33 highs, because it has that little basketball on there. I think that's pretty cool. But I think I'm definitely gonna wear these with the popcorn on there, man, because that is just, this is so unique, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you get the Jumpman Air or the Nike Air hang tags on everything. Never gonna see this hang tag again. Really dope, really unique. So I'm definitely gonna have to wear that. You guys can actually see that I moved it down on the shoe. It actually came on the left shoe, and as I was like lacing it up, I was like, man, because obviously I let my laces hang, and I didn't like how the hanging lace looked with the popcorn up there. It was like too much going on. So then when I went ahead to go and lace this shoe, I just threaded it through closer to the bottom, and I think it looks dope like that, in my personal opinion. Boom. Now, I said there were four big details that I wanted to touch on. Right now, that was just one. So let's touch on the second of the four, and that is the laces. Just the lace tips right here. You get that gold, the same type of gold that you get on the popcorn, and I think this is the perfect gold to put on there. It's not like that super shiny gold like I used a pair of. These aren't the stock laces that I have on my PSG 4s, but this is just another pair of laces that I had. Actually, these laces, believe it or not, did come with a pair of Ewings, so I guess Ewings are getting mentioned a lot in this video. But you guys can just see the difference in color of the golds right there. I like how this is a much darker gold and just a lot more, you know what I'm saying? It reminds me of, you get the buttered popcorn with the coconut milk color, and then like when you're in the movies and you hit the button to like pour the extra butter on there, like this is that same like nice color, that nice, you know what I'm saying, good butter coming out of the butter machine. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But that's the color, that's the vibes that I get from there, which is really cool. The one gripe I have is that I do wish, and maybe it's probably because it would have cost a little more, because we already do have the popcorn hang tag, but I wish, and I finally figured out the name of this thing, I wish that we got some sort of Dubray right there, whether it was I think would have been really cool if it was like a red and white striped Dubray like we have up there down here at the bottom, or maybe even like that same type of gold. I think that was a missed opportunity there by Nike, but once again, we did get the hang tag, which we did not get on here, but we did get a really nice Dubray on there. But like I said, I think that's a missed opportunity. These retailed for what? Where is the retail? Man, why is it white on white? That's stupid. Okay, these retail for $130. That honestly probably would have made the shoe $150. So it is what it is. Now, two more details I want to talk about. Right here on the heel, we get the fresh since 82. So we're talking about, obviously, popcorn made fresh. When you're at the movies, you see it in the little glass popcorn maker popping, all that. You get your fresh popcorn nice and hot, and you go and see whatever movie you're going to see. But I really like the touch of them putting in the fresh since 82 right there, because obviously the Air Force One first came out in 1982. So, and these have been a fresh pair of kicks since 1982. One of the most sought after kicks, I believe to this day. It is still Nike's most sold sneaker. And once again, the whole collection that they're doing right now, it's a low-key collection that I don't think a lot of people are paying attention to. But once again, you do get your little like nod to whatever the story they're trying to tell is right there. And just to bring the coffees back up, we also get Roasted by Nike Incorporated lot 97005. I actually realized, someone helped me realize that is the area code of Nike. And then we do get the spring 21, which once again, next month being April is spring. Good news for the US release. I know a lot of people ask me about when these are releasing in the US. If I had to bet money, I would say sometime toward the middle of April, just because, once again, these were manufactured in August. These were manufactured a month later in September. When you look at the tags on the inside, these came out in the US in like early January. These came out in like late January, early February. Or sorry, not in the US, but overseas. These came out in January. These came out like late January, early February. So if everything times up correctly, I believe that we could be getting these next month. But obviously that's not the shoe that I'm talking about. And then last but not least, man, the last detail on here is the insole. Now it's going to be hard to see on the video. I did take pictures of it while I was lacing it up. And once again, dope storytelling. Obviously telling the story of popcorn, going to the movies, all of that stuff. You get to see all of that in there, man. Really dope shoe, man. I'm really excited. I don't know. Actually, I do know. I was gonna say I don't know when I'm gonna wear these. I'm definitely gonna wear these a lot, but the first time that I wear them outside the house, I'm not wearing these until COVID restrictions are lifted and I could go to a movie theater with no mask. That's when I'm wearing these. The first free movie that I could go see. Not free, but like I could go see freely. You know what I'm saying? This is going to be what's on my feet when I finally go to a movie theater again, man. Just gives me the movie vibes. You know what I'm saying? Definitely got to get the large popcorn with the unlimited refills. All of that, man. But yeah, y'all, I love this sneaker, man. Absolutely love these. The more and more I look at them, the more and more I get familiar with the details. This is a dope sneaker. Nike did a great job on these. I think a lot of people slept on them. Once again, the only people I know that got them is Mr. Entertainment. I know the Wise Soul got them. I'm sure a bunch of you watching this may have these, because that may be why you're watching the video. But that is it for this one, you guys. I am the Anonymous Sneakerhead. If you are new here, make sure that you go ahead, hit that subscribe button, you know what I'm saying? Join the Anonymous Sneakerhead family, join the channel. Right now, statistically speaking, 95% of you watching this video right now are not subscribed, which is awesome, you know what I'm saying? Because we've been growing a lot, you know what I mean? We've been having great growth lately. The last 28 days has been our best 4-week period as far as growth for the channel since I started the channel. So that is huge. But that being said, statistically speaking, 95% of you, just looking at the analytics, are not subscribed, which just means there's so much more room for growth. So one more time, make sure you go ahead, hit that subscribe button, man. Also, if you want to support, all I ask is that you take the 2 seconds to go ahead and smash the like button. Really helps with the algorithms, bring more people to the videos, and help grow the channel. And last but not least, take the time to go ahead and follow the Instagram at Anonymous Sneakerhead. You get a lot of things up there for us: polls, stories, questions, kicks of the day, all of that stuff, all of that fun stuff, man, over there on the Instagram. But that is it for this one, y'all. I am the most mysterious sneaker YouTuber in the game, and as always, it's all about the sneakers.